Good time zones, everyone, and welcome. We have made it. It is Friyay, and yeah, judging by the weather and the temperatures, Fry is one of the specific elements of all of that. I do hope that everyone is doing well. Remember, hydrate, which I notice I've got to do in a second, and take care of yourself. And actually, before I forget and fail to notice, hail hydrate. Hydrate? Hydrate. Hail hydrate. You've been fried all week. Oh dear. And a stretch as well. Oh, yep, that's yeah, that was the left shoulder. I think I needed that. Welcome in to everybody. We've got quite a few people out here, so let's have a quick look. We have a Blast Jordan, who I think has already had to lurk. We've got a Frauke, we've got a True Purple, and that's before I went live. Lots of people floating about, including me. Hey, we got a set levels. We got a TGM. Welcome in, TGM, and a Lotus. Thank you so much, Lotus, for the stretch and the hydrate. We've got a super fast Fegalicious XP Alidocious. Yes, I'm not going to let go with that one whenever I can. Raven, welcome in. Blast Jordan joining the thesis lurk. Oh goodness, I do hope that thesis goes okay. We all have faith in you, Blast. Scroll. Welcome into Taran and Canadian Dragon and Nordic Wolf. And of course, now it's raining in the Minecraft world. Typical. Just send some of that here. Ginger, welcome in. Let's keep scrolling. See if the VOD watch preserved your streak. Here's hoping, Nordic Wolf. Here's hoping. Let us know so that we know whether or not we can recommend that to people. Lotus, getting screamed out by Nordic Wolf. Frauke on a 265 stream streak. Woohoo! Too hot for clothes. Oh my. Lotus, it's too hot for the flower. The flower's withering away. Oh dear. Somebody send some some of this rain to Lotus. MP Clark, welcome back again. Good to hear you. That was a thundercrack of a pop. That's my shoulder. It does that occasionally. Tunnocks tea cakes. Oh goodness, Ginger, I haven't had those for ages. Let's see. Keep on scrolling. You feel you should update your Java name to reflect what I keep calling you? Well, I mean, we might accidentally adjust the one in Idiotic Ink, perhaps. You can't help it when you get excited when you see certain cuties. Always reasonable. Right, you find me hanging out on Huffy, I think. Oh no, Puffy. One of these days I'll get the names right. As you can see, I have done the rest of the underside of the forward section of the airship. It is solid, or at least solid bottomed. Rip the streak. Oh, so what? VOD watching doesn't make a difference. I'm sorry, Nordic. I had hope it would have worked. It is not cute, it is danger. I refuse to comment on that, Lotus. Mostly because... So, ow. Well, apparently I can't walk around without dangerous to all living things. I am more annoyed that Twitch said literally nothing. Well, unless I post in Discord saying that I'm not going to stream, I will be streaming, usually. And there is always a... Unless I have goofed up the technology, there is an announcement in Discord when I go live. And that is automated and usually accurate. And we have a Sci-Fi. Welcome in, Sci-Fi. And Canadian Dragon on a 115 stream streak. These numbers keep getting more and more bonkers. Hey, you can't blame me. I try and make sure that there are as many notifications as possible. I also post on Blue Sky as well. So, yeah. The other thing I did when I was sorting out the front of the airship, the underside of the airship, was I started tinkering with the front. This kind of feels very sort of brutalistic. Nicely done, Raven. Nicely done. For those wondering, Raven and I were both listening to the Tomorrowland stream, which is running now. They have been able to rebuild their main stage. It is but a hollow shell of its past existence, but it's functional and assembled. And that really is all that matters. So they have managed to build a main stage in 48 hours. Their DJs are basically in the mosh pit, which is going to be impressive and interesting. Yeah, I mean, they were going to open no matter what. It's a video wall of music. Honestly, that's better than nothing. Yeah, it caught fire on Wednesday and was completely decimated. And they've managed to reassemble it. Well, they've managed to assemble a backup alternative in no time at all, really. So, yeah, right. One thing I have been looking at is I don't like the way that this looks at the moment, so let's sort a few things out. Well, that's not where I wanted it. I wanted that there. Yes. Yeah, that would definitely have been something that they would have needed a full okay from the fire department, who are probably going to be cranky because you called them out, which is usually a bad sign. Right, let's do that. And turn the camera around. That looks better. It doesn't feel quite so weird on this side now. What I might do... You see, I'm not sure about my safety railings at the front of this build at this point. I might swap that for a solid block. Or just add in 2 more half slabs and turn it into a solid block by doing that. Whee! And to be honest, no stage for an event will ever be allowed to go live without the fire department actually signing off on it anyway. However, they probably had a fire marshal paid to be on site for the event anyway. An event like this, you probably need one there constantly. So that will have helped, I'm sure. Right, I'm tempted to just move that forward by 1 and put 1 there, because you can't walk between these. So it might not look safe, but it is. It's one of those. You see this hole in here, in the wall? It's not there. You can't walk through it. Your name's not down, you can't come in. Or get out. I have no idea what's going on with that accent, but hey. I've done exactly the same thing I did on the other wall. Oh well. I'm just going to let that block disappear. I'm not even going to bother attempting to save it. Okay, that I like more. It's lost some of the charm of or some of the sort of shaping, but actually the shaping is still there when you're looking at it from different angles. So I think that works better. What it does suggest to me... Hey, Glam Pixie, welcome in. And we have a Sharkaday. A Sharkaday? That sounds like it should be something out of Sharknado. I'm sure it's not supposed to be pronounced Sharkaday, although actually knowing some of the puns that end up in these, why is that there? Knowing some of the puns, I do wonder sometimes. Oh, Char Cadet. You know, that makes more sense. That makes much more sense. I think I'm going to move this row of... No, I think... Actually, I could probably get away with... Let's try. So we're into that sort of funky segment where I'm trying to come up with shapes that work. On the back of this, what did I do for the vertical sections? I did go with stripped logs. It's a fire soldier. And my brain's just gone, it's a fire soldier. A twisted fire soldier. No. 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 I can't remember the rest of the song for Firestarter, but I'm not losing. You're not losing anything there, or gaining anything really. Ow! I needed to be up there. Oh hey, I forgot I put up these. Whee! You're getting there, Friyay. You're getting there. Alright, let's... Oh, really? Those are... Kind of manner. 38! Soon, TM. Please look forward to it. Actually, I wonder... Could I get away with doing this? And then do... Because I've done this in other places for the... And I will be doing it over here as well. Like that. That doesn't look too bad. What do we think? I think that gives a nice sort of... That brings the teal in. Soon Friyay will end up with a 100% shiny chance. I'm not quite sure how many... if that's possible. Is it possible? Hey, Sin Lily. Welcome in. Ah, that's why it's different. On those ones, the blue is recessed, but I don't have the space to recess it. Well, no, I don't think I do. Okay, let's just go with what I've got. I think that works. Besides, this is effectively going to be the captain's cabin, as it were. There's a maximum of 6 charms, and they only do a few % each. Really? Oh, that seems kind of unhelpful. Now, my biggest problem, other than squirreling uncontrollably, it's not double quadruple, it's double triple. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, don't know what to do with this floor section. I can see myself choosing, probably, to end up putting in a whole heap of carpet. To cover up the fact that I'm probably going to end up with a variety of different colours. So you cannot get, at most, get 6 times better odds than someone without a charm. Someone without charm. I mean, basically you've just described me. No, ooh. Am I going to enter the better? Should this be a window? Yeah, this feels like it's a window. It's a window into my soul. Dark and broken. No, wait, that's not quite right. Did I get out the glass? Nope, it's here. Right, let's grab some of those and some of those. Yes, I do, Ginger. Depends how many times you defenestrate yourself out of your soul. Defenestration, that's what you need. If you're gonna be the best and escape with all the rest. Oh, defenestration's what you need. Where do I keep it? In a small lockbox. Doesn't have to be very large, it's not a big soul. Bad marketing jingle. No one wants that tune anymore. Right. Oh, this isn't the floor that I wanted to fix things on. New defenestration. Available are all good psychiatrists. And all bad ones. And, well, some of the others as well. I don't like it. Nah. What if we do that? The good, the bad, the ugly. But enough about my sanity being ugly. It's so good. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that. Now this area, I think if I'm going to follow the style of the back half of the ship, I should probably go with the trapdoors, which I do not have. Probably making up for something. Oh, Sin Lily is redeeming a Gordon. Time to go flying. Noodles. I like that name. Right. Well then, we need to go and get noodles. Hey ho, to noodles we will go. I wonder. That was pinned quite usefully. Yeah, if I do that, that should be possible. Am I facing south? Yes. Whee! Let's go visit the Gordons. Meanwhile, we can use this as an opportunity to scout out the local landscape. And I was having a look at a map yesterday or the day before, and one thing I did notice is a little bit to the northwest of where we're building at the moment, there's actually an ocean monument. This is probably a terrible thing to have in a local vicinity, because it gives me ideas, which is definitely a bad thing. Because I'd been planning on putting ocean monuments, if I was going to do anything with them, to the southeast of Castle Gordonstein. Ah, we're already here. Blimey. That was almost closer than I thought. Right. The that's got some ideas equals chaos, chaos, chaos. What is the current law of my world? There is lots of law. This was black, wasn't it? Yes. The last time we actually did a rough estimate of the law, it was basically everywhere. There's the law around the Gordons. There's the law around the caldera and how it got overtaken by the crystals. There's the Frozen Archive lore. Basically, much of this world, buried, hidden, or just in plain open areas, has some lore. Oh, the Cult of the Eye. Yes, can't forget that. Basically, all over this world there is lore. Usually in ways that you can find it just by looking at it. Because one of the things I like to do is make it so that you can actually see stories. The Cult of the Eye exists. We've got things like we've got hidden bits all over the place as well. We've got no spleens. No, we do not have a single spleen dotted around the universe. There we are. Okay, welcome in. Thank you for joining the scurry. Uh-oh. I done made a goof. I left my, I left my, dang it. Okay, where's my nearest, ender chest? Because I left my ender chest on the boat. Nope. I think there's one down with... Is there one down here? No. Okay, that was worth checking. Is there one with Q? So many Ravagers looking like they want to eat my face. The reason I need to find an ender chest is that's got my chest, or my shulker in it that's got all of my name tags. So that's the reason for the goof. Oh. Moony Penny and M are both having a bit of an argument. Moony Penny, why are you having an argument with M? You two are not supposed to be upset at each other. It's not supposed to be possible to have both of those out at once. Oh hey, M laid an egg. If I'd left an ender chest around, where would it be? I think I left an ender chest in Aldi's. Oh hey, there's a wandering trader down there. For once, he is actually wandering. Yay, ender chest. And we have a Pokemon in chat, for those who may be interested in catching one. Oh, that's my last name tag. Okay, I know what I'm doing at the weekend. Rare and weekly, catch it. Ooh. So that's my last name tag. This could cause problems, but it can be resolved. We do have suppliers, just not locally. Right, this is Sinlili's first, so we need a new book as well. Wait. Yes. For a minute I wasn't sure there. And we are getting noodles. Actually, do you want noodles to be in the mosh pit? I don't think we had any. We didn't have any room in the kitchen. 37. Mosh pit it is then. Right, I will have to be careful because that will mean getting past the No Drama Safety Llama, who will be upset at us for delivering noodles. Now there's a statement. The No Drama Safety Llama is going to be upset at me for delivering noodles. Anyone would think that I was becoming a Deliveroo driver. Here at Deliveroo, we... Deliveroo? Aroo! Sounds like I should be working in Australia. Deliveroo! I don't know what's going on in my head. Aussie Deliveroo, exactly. Just means that we're both sharing the same brain cell fig. I'm horribly sorry. Now let me, before I actually send noodles, copy pasta is acceptable. Yes. Before I do try and bring noodles in here, let's just double check that I am right. I'm fairly sure we had one spot in here. No, we didn't. Okay, that's just as well that I double checked then. This building's full. Great minds think alike. Fools seldom differ. Yes. Well, I'm definitely the fool. So it's not building 1. Was it building... it might have been building 4 that had space then. At which point you're going to be in another... Blah. Let me in. You lot are going to make... That's not the staircase. You lot are going to make delivering a another friend into here difficult, aren't you? Yes, there was one space in here. I might actually leave that in case Landstrad wants to recruit another member of the Bat family. So, let's check... Where was I? Let's check building 2. We have way too many... Cohen the Barbarian. This definitely feels like... Why does having Cohen the Barbarian and Noodles in the same building feel like it is just fated for chaos? Yeah, let's get Noodles in here. I think you're right, Raven. I've just looked. Building 2, then. And it looks like that door's the easier one to get in through. So, first things first, let's give Noodles... Let's go and get Noodles and name them, or bring them down and name them. Oh, hold on. I feel like I have to say hi to Cutie. Hi, Cutie. Hi. Hey, Cutie Boops. That's turning into a long-running joke. Had a momentary thought and then went, I'm assigning Scott's more paperwork to maintain. There's always more paperwork. Have you noticed the number of... I keep a book for every set of Gordons. Noodles was your first service dog. Aww. Well, Noodles will live on as a Gordon. That's a lovely bit of backstory. I like that name. Right. You, sir. Into the boat. Please. Boat. Wow. You're well trained. Let's put away the minecart before I forget I've got it. And let's go downhill. Everything's going downhill from here. Ah, you know that might actually be a sensible piece of paperwork, Taran. Hello, Elkhorn. Welcome in. Yeah, we're not in the sky at the moment. We're currently on the ground, moving Noodles around. Because everybody has to move Noodles around occasionally. That's not what I meant to do. Alright. If you could follow me up the hill. I am so glad they added that. That just makes life so much easier. There's every possibility I am. I do have fun with these. Right. We shall name you. I dub thee Noodles. Will you... Yay! It still works. Noodles, is your arm broken? You okay? Right, let's get you into the building. Oh. But... Okay, Cosmic. Hi, Cosmic. Let's see. What was it? I'm not recognizing the track. There we are. Noodles! I do wish we could say see things properly. There you are, Sin Lily. We have Noodles. Let's go and get... It's not a song, you were just rhyming. Aha. You see, that makes it harder to sing for the Christmas album. And there is the armor stand for Noodles, so that we can make sure that Noodles has space for all of, well, for being well known. It's more of a rap. I can't rap. I can barely put paper around a present sometimes. But yes, thank you, Sin Lily. It is lovely as always to be. I know you say that I have more fun doing this than I actually do. Enjoy being able to put named Gordons into places for people, because it makes this place feel alive, and it's good to. Am I feeling? Scott's rapping has got to be in the Christmas album. Following up Scott's joke, that scrolled too fast. Of either variety, Scott's swearing at paper should be similarly amusing. Yes. Have a good meeting, Raven. Sin Lily comes after Shadow Sky. I am so glad that I spread out the books when I started putting all of this in, so that as more people have purchased and redeemed, I've had the space to slot them into the ordering correctly. But thank you. Thank you. It might sound strange, but I do have great fun with all of this. The madness does come out a bit, but what did you expect? I'm crazy. I would send a hug to Cosmic, but I send several at 3 a.m. Right. Let us return. We have to go back to the future. No, to Jurassic World. Still think we should digitize the books to an online sheet. I agree. I just need to figure out a good way of doing it. You're crazy, and I'm just the Chaos whose service dogs are all named after food for some reason. Service dogs help you get food? I don't know. Honestly, no reason for that. You've made it for your own Gordons. That seems perfect. How dare you be reasonable? And logical. And sensible. That actually makes sense. Whee. Okay, being able to go straight through the middle of that is fun. If you can share it in... If it is in a shareable state that you're happy to share it, TGM, maybe put it in Discord, and other people might want to use it, use similar, and I might use it as a baseline. Hello, Pork Chop. Don't mind me. I'm just stopping off to go to bed. Hi, things. Hi, Stuffy. You're making fries. Ooh. I had some lovely sweet potato fries with lunch yesterday. Mmm. Gorgeous. Proof that I am very old school. I actually keep notes about all of my streams and all sorts of other things, but I keep them on index cards And I have a folder of index cards next to my keyboard. So, my methodology for keeping information is a little bit ancient. And for those who are about to say it, yes, I know. It matches me. So I keep notes about every day that I stream, notes about what I built on that day. I keep my location information. I keep notes about what I'm planning on building. I keep that sort of thing. So I have, for example, a card for every month, which I list everything I build that month. I have a track record. My word. Which was in a fit of even more surrealism. I actually have a stamp that I got from Japan, which is a perpetual calendar that allows me to on-stream events, redeems raids, etc. No, I don't keep that information, Elkhorn. I have pondered it, but that would be really getting into the realms of lots more information than I have space to keep track of. Probably. Well, not necessarily 6 cards. It would have been 6 lines tour. I do have to consider extending my notes, I suspect. I was going to make some trapdoors before I got distracted. Thank you, TGM. That sounds like it's going to be a good starting point. Dirt. More dirt. Even more dirt. It varies, Feg. This should give me a full stack of trapdoors. There it is. Whoops. Well, that's rare. I haven't fallen out of, off the build for at least 20 minutes. Dear Diary, I'm in trouble with the no drama safety llama. Again. Also, why the heck am I letting this track run? Oh well. I bet you were just hoping that that was going to trigger the Wilhelm scream. Mindtrip Media, welcome in, and thank you for the bits for the card catalogue. Imagine just looking up from writing that entry to see the no drama safety llama staring at me from the window. Yeah. There are days I think that the no drama safety llama is just got a perpetual disappointed face. A bit like I'm about to have, because I've just realised that that doesn't line up with these. So I'm going to have to take all of this out and try again. Oh well. I guess we're doing this as a recessed window. Yeah, that looks alright. But yes, the perpetual calendar stamp is lovely. I picked it up from somewhere in Japan, and you just it's basically every number for the for a calendar has its own little stamp, and they all have registration elements on them so that they can join together to actually make up effectively a calendar. Someone download more RAM for you. You're approaching the point where it's gamble if RimWorld loads or runs out of memory. I would try and download you some more RAM, but I don't have any to... Yeah. So how am I going to do this staircase by way of safety rail? Didn't you read that right, Tor? All of it. All the RAM. What? Gets up to 24 to 28 gigs during load, evens out to 14 during runtime. Eh. That seems like a bit. Oh, that's all. Wow. I'm gonna leave that one for the moment. I was about to say, I might need to sort out... Might build the Metro from Metro games. Ooh. That's effectively the underground rail system that people have retreated into to avoid... I can't remember what the law is for Metro, but something's happened in the overworld, and everybody's now living underground in the Metro. Nukes. Interesting concept. That sounds like it might be a fun build. World War 3. Aha. That makes perfect sense, Taryn. How dare you make sense? We don't trust that thing called sense around here. We haven't had sense involved in this stream since... Oh, I can't remember when. Actually, I feel like this one probably should be spruce all along the floor. Just to actually help it feel like it's more of a different room. And also to balance the fact that it's going to be the ceiling for the floor below, which is going to be this colour anyway. That's not a lot of spruce slabs. That's not a helpful number, Scots. Why are you not carrying any useful materials? Because you've been using them. I suppose I've got a spare crafting bench in any one of these. No, that would have been useful. You know what? I'm just going to make another crafting bench and store it in here for the moment. Except for the fact that I've got to go and actually take a nap because darkness is falling again. Yes, my inventory is full of more materials. More? Please, sir, can I have some more materials, sir? You want more materials? Who do you think we are? If it's got any problems with the limitations of the amount of RAM, that sounds like it might be more of a Java issue than a game issue. Or some numpty somewhere hard-coded a maximum limit on things that you can define. That'd make you quite a good Dickensian villain. Look, what I did in my youth, you're not allowed to talk about, Feg. That's not going to work. Windows 13 gig WinWorld, 4 gig browser, miscellaneous other stuff equals 65% sometime. That feels like it might be something to do with other things. Well, in my earlier years of life. Life? Don't talk to me about life. All the diodes down my left side are still aching. Been back and forth across eternity 3 times. And has anyone replaced any of the diodes? No. There's no evidence from back then. Cave paintings hadn't even been invented then. I was bored and I was trying to figure out what you could do on the walls of a cave. Just because some of them say Scotsman was here. You wish web pages went back to 2K of HTML and a handful of 500k images. Sometimes that would be useful. Actually, one bit that on the cave paintings are some of my earliest stream notes. Maybe. One thing that I can't remember what caused it to come up in my head the other day. I went re-looking for something called TiddlyWiki, which is effectively a single HTML page wiki designed to be stored on a USB drive so that you can take a wiki with you anywhere you like. Anywhere you like. You always take the wiki with you anywhere you like. Math Girl, welcome in. There are fish. Why are there fish in this stream? Oh. Yeah, that would be some of my stream notes from back then. Hey, want to take a look at my wiki? Oh my. I worked out what you meant, Elkhorn, midway after I started taking the confusion out of my voice. Fnurbles. Frassin, Relin, Frellin, mutter, dick dastardly. Oh, and I picked up the crafting bench. Doesn't do anything yet, Feg. I haven't actually spent any time thinking about stuff like that. It'll probably get done over the weekend, maybe. Dodgy Beach selling. Just a reminder, dear boy. A reminder? A reminder? In this economy? What do you think we are? Made of money? I don't think we can give you extra fnurbles. Wait, what? Please, sir, can I have some more fnurbles? It's getting weirder in my brain. It's getting weirder in my brain. Here, in Scotsman's brain, we find somebody wondering, what the heck? And the rest of them are going, squirrel! Squirrel! Oh yeah, I needed to fix that off by 2 error. There we are. What was I doing? I was doing something. Hey, Jerry May. Welcome in. Happy Friyay. It's raining. It's raining. Ooh, that was... Yes. While I was setting up for stream and leaving myself sat on a happy ghast, I was pondering. I wonder if it would be interesting to... I've seen people change totems into other things. I pondered maybe getting a plush squirrel instead of my totem as the replacement for a totem. You know, sort of wander around with a plush squirrel. Member of the SLA sort of thing. Wait, what? There may be plans afoot on Idiotic for that too. What, squirrels? Squirrel! Corrupt Tree has that on their streams. Thank you, Feg. That may actually have to be something I do. I've seen quite a few people do it, and that's the exact squirrel that I would probably use as inspiration, Taran. It is just a texture file, I believe, yes. The difficulty would be I have no artistic skills, so I might have to find somebody who actually has some. I still give out those squirrels, Taran. I actually have a spare in my locker at work. Yay for fries! But yes, I actually have a spare one of those squirrels in my locker at work, ready to give out if I ever need to. I also have one of those in my that actually sits on my desk at work. Yes, you can always tell where my desk is, because we hot desk. So, in theory, I could end up at other desks to the one that you're used to seeing me at in our office. And so, what I have is I have a plush squirrel that goes on my desk with me. Yes, that is a possibility. I could go to... Oh, what is their name? I mean, they are actually Kiyumi. I could... I do need to go back to Kiyumi and get some more emotes done anyway. Things like squeaky bottle of doom emote is probably necessary. And I sometimes think I might need one that is just basically a squirrel going fnurbles. Right. This area is coming together. I think for this section, what I might do is actually bring in... I think this being an engine and being sort of front section of the ship, I might do this more in copper as a wall. Or I could go with the stonework that I've got here. Actually, the stonework is probably more appropriate. Yeah, stonework. Because I've got it in sections of the ship already. And it feels like it's probably the appropriate section. So why didn't I just bring any of the stonework with me? He says, thinking aloud and wondering why he's not doing something sensible. The obvious answer to that being, he's Scotsman, therefore something sensible doesn't happen. Sensible? Sensible? Around here? We haven't had sensible in this stream since 20 minutes after we first streamed. It is clearly not hot enough today. Your cat has draped himself over your legs. So, cat is being cat. That's what I'm hearing. Papa? Papa? Nicole? Oh God, what's that from? Papa? Nicole? It was a coffee advert, wasn't it? Part of, Ooh. No, now my brain is wondering why it's even thinking about this sort of mayhem. Alright, let's take this and this. Tropical cat life. Fuzzy heater. As opposed to a fussy eater, it's a fuzzy heater. We came from your papa, right. So being an engine room kind of feels like it's the sort of thing where you'd want vents. Oh, but well, I mean, we've done the vents over here. So this one at the back, we've got the sort of... That might actually be a good idea for the side. So, what I do need to do is seal off the bottom. And I put away all of my spruce. Because, of course, that made perfect sense not to be carrying around anymore, just when I needed it. I don't need any more lanterns. Back-ish. Headache that's been brewing has come on full force. Oh no, Raven. I hope that you're able to take something and cause it to smeg off. I'm just going to need more spruce. Oh, I've got 53, 63. I've got sticks in my inventory. You. Fence. Shakes a stick at headaches. A shake of the stick. A shake of the stick. Shake, shake. Shake the stick. Shake it at the headache. Shake, shake, shake the stick. Shake it every day. Shake, shake, shake the stick. Shake it every day. Shake, shake, shake the stick. Shake it every way. Oi. Hey, caramba. He's losing it again. Nurse, nurse, he's losing it again. Yes, Glam Pixie. Your phone is about to die. Oh dear. Look after yourself, MP Clark, and thank you for joining us. Lovely to see you again. Whee. Oh, I better eat before I drop like that too many times. Okay. Right, first things second, second things last, and fourth things never. We need to deal with this. I feel like I could probably put something fun along here to distract from the fact that it's going to be fairly solid. Ba-bam. Katsune! Thank you so much for that Prime subscription. And 6 months you've been with us. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. Ba-ba-da. And the chest that has the stuff that I'm looking for is actually the one that I've brought over here. Derp! Do the derp. 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 Do the derp. Dude, where's my derp? No. I don't like that. It's not good. How you doing, Kutsune? Good to see you. Right, you can go back in there. Ooh, that might be interesting. What if we actually swapped over to that, and then instead of having this, we brought in... Actually, no, I haven't used that anywhere else in this build. I'm not bringing in another colour. But I have these everywhere, so I can do that. I'm very well aware that I've just used something that I don't... Ishkabibble. And his all-American heart-stopping band. No, I've opened the same chest 3 times. It's too hot. Other than that, enjoying your weekend for the first weekend of the 6 weeks of... Nice! I hope you have I'll start that again in a minute. I hope you are looking forward to and going to get a nice break for the vacation. One of these days I'm going to be able to talk. Today is not one of those days. It's too hot to write correctly. Apparently it's too hot to even say things correctly. This is not new. This is a bad way of doing what the... No. That just looks wrong. Maybe if we... Oh, hold on. That's a bad block to stand over. Yeah. That was about to be a very, very bad block to stand over. Not bad block. Naughty block. We don't need you to be what we stand over. That could be painful. 3, 3. Three stairs, Pio. Okay, that's better. Now that sets us up for being able to make it look like this actually makes sense. Ooh, I wonder. I'm going to actually reverse this. Let's do this way up. Oh, and we have a Pokemon in chat for those who are interested in trying to catch it. You know, I may have to just bring the bed over. Either that or get another one. I suspect they'd probably be... No. But then, yeah, that might work. Which, have I actually declared a room as the pilot's cabin? I don't think I have yet. I'm thinking this room is probably the good one for the... Oh. I have forgotten something. I've forgotten to work out where we get in and out of this ship at the front. Oh, that's a goof. Well, I'm very glad that all you got is a death look, Ritsu. Deathly Many, welcome in. I wonder if I should turn this into a sort of boarding room. As in, you know, a room that you arrive through. And then this could be the main cabin. Now, because that feels like it... If I'm going to do that, I should turn these into... Ooh, that might work. Aha. Deher. That might... If I take out that... Yeah, that might work. That could possibly make more sense. Ow. He put his tail in the way when you weren't looking. Mm-hmm. A likely story. Would it be glass or would it be So if you wanted to bird, everybody thinks about the bird. Bird is the word. Copper grating. Copper... Oh, hey, I actually have some. It's a shame we can't do copper grating as half slabs. Mojang! How does that look from the front, though? From the outside, that now looks awful. That just looks terrible. Oh. That's a shame. If I could do that as... Well, I could probably get away with it if I take that one out and that one out. That might work. That might work. I'd need copper to swap for it. Yes. Huffy. Hello, Huffy. Don't be in a huff. You're going to be helping me. So, the train of thought here, there is one, and it's not just falling off the rails. This airship needs somewhere for it to dock and for people to get in and out. I'm thinking of ripping out these windows and turning this effectively into a docking section. You know, large doors, that sort of thing. so that it can be that you can dock to the tower. But if this is what you dock at, you need to be able, and that room up there is your bridge. You definitely need to be able to actually see the docking area from the bridge. Hence why I'm ripping holes. Well, not so much ripping holes in the floor. I am making the floor more transparent. Now, why did that look like it messed up something? It did. How did that end up like that? Oh, because, yeah. Herp dip dip. Actually, I probably needed to rip that out anyway, so I'll do that. Oh, and we've got a hydrate. Hail hydrate. Hail hydrate. And a stretch. Let's see which sections give off popcorn now. Ooh. Would the final docking of something like this be handled by ghast tug? Ooh. You know? That might be a really interesting bit of lore. But even then, you'd still want the bridge to be able to see what the heck was going on. But yes, I agree. I think actually I should probably just take out all of those stairs, because otherwise it's... Those stairs I can take out from inside. Ghast tug. That's going to be really funky, Raven. I have no idea how I would show it. Your pilots need ghast tugs. Skill issue. Yeah. It might be more likely, Taran, that the pilot arrives on a ghast pilot vessel. So when as you arrive at the dock, the pilot arrives by ghast, and then airship would lack maneuverability at that speed. It still worked for the Hindenburg. It was when it docked at the did they ever actually manage to dock it at the Empire State Building? Well, it's not so much the that went well bit. It's the oh, the humanity. Diamond Miner Mum, welcome in. Happy to see you again. Actually, honestly, I should probably just rip all of this out and turn it into copper. The stone... or the tuff feels out of place in this section. It's fine up there, but now that we're re-engineering this, can I currently hear us on phone? Well, I guess me saying hi isn't going to make any difference then. Hi! Do, 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 do. Yada, yada. That feels like it should be copper. not transparent copper. You'll never get away with this, copper. No. Yes. 2 of those. Hey, if I'm gonna be... you can't hear anything I say, so... any statement saying sensible things following that to justify anything is it's not going to help. Depending on the house goals, may start day drinking. Good luck. That's better. Ooh, that is better. Now I'm just not sure about this. Ooh, that could be copper trapdoors. Ah! I've yeeted myself. I started day drinking at lunchtime, Feg. Lunch had a rum and coke with it. Only because the sun is setting. No, it's only 7 o'clock. That bottle is empty due to the squirrels. Yes. Do 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 do. Seeing as how Diamond Miner Mum already said they can't hear us, I thought I'd just explain all of that in text. No, I don't need that. That just looks wrong. I need to figure out I was about to say a steering wheel. A conning wheel. Yes, we've been conned. Didn't I figure out how to do a helm, con, all of the above? I mean, that said, one of these on its side don't half look like a nice ship's wheel. That looks far more ship's wheel-like than the boat steering dealy. Yes. We've been conned. I thought this was a professional stream. It is not. Me? Professional? Would this not be a good place for an armor stand and have Willikins at 45 degrees? I've been trying to avoid too many armor... I don't want to fall back on armor stands yet. And yet, that does sound like a fantastic idea. I don't have one. And one waffle-thin armor stand? Why am I going back to the back of the ship? I want to go forwards to the front of the ship. Look, the words you and professional made... I appreciate the sentiment. I think it's comically wide of the mark. But I think it is... yes. Pokemon Golem. That's an impressive. Ah! I missed! You see, this is why we have scaffolding. I know it's not good. I know it's horrific, but it's at least a good way of not falling to my death. Oh no! Fig's out of dollars. Feg's poor. Poor Feg. Serves me right for using scaffolding. Wow. You could go off some people. But only at 3 a.m. I can never remember if it's 5 or 6 sticks per armor stand. 6. Dippity dippity dee. Dippity dippity doo 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 doo. Right. Let's have a quick check and see whether or not we can do this. Right, arms. Swap main hand and head. Gravity, invisible, welcome in, Diamond Miner Mum. Thankfully, the call does not need a day drink. Woohoo! Yay for the call being safe. I can see myself getting this to work, Feg. And I think I know how to make it work as well. Invisible, no. Right. Let's see. What I need is one of those. Actually, no, not one of those. Oh, I've got one of these. Excellent. One of these. One of these. I need a button. Preferably in blackstone. Do I have any blackstone? Yes. Always carry blackstone. It needs to be polished blackstone, I think. So we turn that into polished. We turn that into polished blackstone. Then we turn that into a polished blackstone button. Then we head up to the floor that we are actually making into the... We should celebrate the fact with a day drink. Yes, that feels appropriate. Oh, no. No, I don't want to do that with this. What I would like to use is... Not that. No. No. Yes. One of those. And 2 of these. I have my reasoning. Maybe in a few hours. Yay! Right, so what we're going to do is utilize the fact that this is a nice 3 wide, and we'll put one of those there, one of those there. Why am I doing this with when I could do a thingamajig? Should I use a thingamajig? I mean, it might work better than a what's it. Show arms, gravity off, mane and head. Have I tried a doofer? In this economy? Where am I going to get a doofer? And then we lock it so that we can't accidentally... While I like the concept, and it feels like it is close to what it should be, it's not quite right. It's close. It's very close. I think it's what I'm using as the support that's wrong. So maybe we go with plan B. Ah! Do not open the trapdoor by the bed when you're attempting to land in the bed. This could result in you accidentally falling out of bed in a hurry. Oh, this is going to be silly. No, I don't want to... I don't want to embrace the silly completely. Let's... No. I like the idea of one of these. So that would look good. And I can probably still put the button on the side, if not. Why do I feel like I'm about to heavily overdo this? Why do I feel like I'm about to heavily overdo this? Fag, this is your fault. Somebody burn that poster. Hey, Shadow Sky. Somebody burn that poster. Right. Fail to comprehend, sets a trader on fire. That'll do. I need 2 more armor stands as well. You see, this is why I shouldn't actually go down the path of armor stands. It's dangerous. that needed to be chopped in half. Which floor am I on, and where the heck is my crafting bench? It's up here. No. It's in my inventory. That's why I can't find it. Right. What I needed is that. Do I want to do this or do I not? I need to raise the... Actually, no, I don't. About the way our lives are intertwined. Show. No gravity, arms. Actually, I think part of the problem is a normal copper trapdoor is not the right color. I think what I need is one of these at... that color. And I'm fairly sure... I don't think they'll oxidize when they're actually on an armor stand, but I'm not going to take the chance. Well, I have to wax poetic on stream. Let's go with a full 45. Is that about right? Yes. Now comes the bit where it starts to look a lot more like it's part of an airship. No gravity. Do that. Swap that with that. Uh, 45? No. 40. 35. 30. Yes, 30. And I probably need to make this a bit bigger. Then I need to lower it. How much scope creep do we want on this? I'm sure the answer is yes. Does that look right? Yes. Invisible. You. Show arms, no gravity. Give you that. Did I? Oh, I did. That's good. I was about to say. Alright. Minus 38, I think it was. It was something like that. How big did I make that? Was that a... No, that's the... Yes, it was 38, and it's 1.4. Why 1.4? Who knows? It just happened to look right. -1. Yeah. Take you forward a bit so that you're actually in the block. Take you down a bit so that you're out at that level. That's better. Then we take you this way so you look like you're coming out. There we are. And then we make you invisible, and that's the chains for controlling the ship. And a compass. Do I even have a compass? I'm not sure I have a compass. No. I do, however, have redstone, which means that I can make one. So I have to be back here anyway. Yeah. My elytra look pretty dead. Oh dear. It's still got. It's still at a quarter. It'll be fine. A quarter with an unbreakable with an elytra with unbreaking 3 on it will last for ages. But thank you for letting me know. Oh. I thought a compass was 1 iron and 4 redstone. It's 4 iron and 1 redstone. Oh dear. Later that stream. Yeah. Yep, yep. I know, I know. Everybody will... If it happens, you can all laugh when it happens and remind me that I got it very wrong. I will also point out I have a spare elytra in here. I'm more worried about the fact that I'm in dire need of food. I will fix everything over the weekend. Nya! We look after things. See? Nya! No idea why. Right. One more armor stand. Show arms. Give it something. A line held block so that it's... Where the heck did that... Oh, I forgot to... Oh, fnurbles. You know what fell out of the sky? The armor stand. Where the heck... Ah! Creeper! Creeper! I bet you took my armor stand as well. Found you. There you are. Right. Let's try that, and remember to switch off gravity first. Here, deep in the throes of madness, we find Scotsman, submerged, punching a compass, trying to make it break, trying to retrieve his sanity, trying to retrieve anything that is actually going to make this make sense. Let's watch and see if he can actually figure out what on earth he's attempting to do. Right. What I'm going to do this time is turn off gravity, show arms, put a compass in your hand. Right. Line held block so that it's on the surface. There it is. Whoop, there it is. Right. I'm not sure that that definition of alignment doesn't make sense. Ah. How did you end up down here again? Why are there creepers? You know that phrase, always light up your builds? Maybe it's the accidental mob farm you've put underneath your build. Yeah. That feels like it might be possibly part of the problem. And you know what? I'm going to completely ignore it for the moment. Until I manage to drop the armor stand through the floor, at least for another third time. This is your fault, Feg. You know this. Right. Let's close the trapdoor before I accidentally drop myself through it. Right. Gravity, no. Invisible, no. Show arms, yes. Align held. You see, this is the thing. Align held block so that it appears on the surface, and align held item so that it appears flat on the surface. Hey, Sal! The thing is, there isn't one for aligning the item on the head with the surface. That... Why? It's gone again. It turns gravity on when you set that thing. You know what? Maybe I should light that area up. I don't need to be told 4 times. You're enjoying today's adventure of Scots versus Science. I think it's more Scots versus Mob Farm. Or Scots versus himself. Or Scots versus the Creepers. Continuing adventures of Sir Isaac Scotsman. Could probably light it up before today's episode turns into Mythbusters. What's the myth? That Scotsman has any clue what he's doing? This may well be where we stop attempting to use the built-in options and just do this by hand. I feel like part of my problem is the birch trees that are also there. I haven't set fire to them yet. I know that. I feel like that trapdoor's a mistake. Right. Show arms. Gravity, no. Compass. Swap main hand and head. Gravity is definitely no. See, the problem is when it's in the head, it's... yeah. That might not be terrible. I kind of feel like it's facing the wrong direction. I also feel like it might be too big. Is it me or does that seem like it's a bit too big? Scotsman defying gravity. No, Red, no. I have not defied gravity far too many times today. Wow. It's been a while since I've caused a "that's what she said" joke. Scale. That's the wrong thing to be changing the scale of. I can't find the right armor stand. There it is. That feels about right. I think 80 is about right. Nope, that's the wrong armor stinging again. Nope. Nope. You know what? Lock it. And I'm still hitting the wrong one. I can't find the right armor stand. Ah, there it is. Good lord. God blimey, governor. I'd say that looks right. Hey, Jerry May. Actually, weren't you here earlier? I feel like I might have said hello to you earlier. I quite like that. That feels good. What do we think? Is that a good sort of... No, I'm not going to continue the chain any further. That would just be insane. You were stream hopping us earlier. That's fine. Stream hopping makes perfect sense. I think that helps. That works. I mean, the alternative would have been having the chains going out the sides, but I think having them going out like that makes a lot more sense. Right. That was a very long distraction. For those who aren't sure why we had that very long distraction, I have but one word to say. Feg. Did I lock these ones? No, I didn't. Because otherwise I'll take the chain out. Or at least place something else instead of the chain. Well, at least we now know where the where the con of this thing is. That is your one armor stand build for this ship. You say that. There may be more later. There may be trouble ahead. I've got armor stands, and now I know I can use them. This is gonna be dangerous instead. Right. So, back to what I was doing about 90 minutes ago. Which was starting to work on the engine room. If I take that out, is that going to be alright? Yes, it is. Well, it is, but it isn't. I think that's probably the wrong place to put that. I think it needs to... Not that. Poor Feg. He's just being a good little chat contributor, giving me ideas to help me build, and I put him on the blast. Wait, that sounded wrong. Ew, my. I'm wondering if I should have used dark oak for that. What did I use back here? No, I've used this. That's alright then. Good news. Roughly an hour of shut-eye has mostly gotten rid of the headache. Yay for losing the headache. Wait, no, you don't go in there. That wasn't supposed to happen. Now, what I think I probably should do is sort out that. Don't suppose I've got my glass chest out still, have I? No. Yeah, that is good news, Raven. I'm glad that helped. I shall be adding no context. No context? No context. Actually, I'm going to take that out. And can I... Here, in the areas under the floor, we find Scotsman wondering how he got down here. Help! Let me out! what I did want is something I don't have. No, that's not going to help. Fine. No context? Absolutely no context. Actually, no, I don't think I do want to take that. That idea was bad. Let's not go with that idea. Let's go with a different idea altogether and claim that we never had the problem in the first place. Actually, that should probably be a stair. And so should that. Do I have stairs? No. How do I not have stairs? Could someone throw blast back in the sea? Wouldn't that be classed as littering? Or at least environmental damage. Other than the fact that this feels like it would not be the best thing to be supporting a support like that, this feels good. I quite like that. How does it look from outside? Oh, that looks alright. I can work with that. Let's do that on the other side as well. Worry about the fact that somehow I've gained... Oh, that actually shouldn't have been there. That should be, yes. Ah! Throw them somewhere. We could always try throwing them into a furnace. That way it's a blast furnace, and we can just eliminate the trash and turn it into we can call it recycling. Puffer, puffer, pass. That's a stone cutter. I'm not going to get very far trying to use a stone cutter to get wood out of a chest. Do 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 do. Okay, that looks cool. How's it? Okay, for about as long as I got to actually see it before I fell off the scaffolding, that looks cool. That does look cool. That looks really cool. That on its own would make a good base of a smaller airship. Ooh. That might actually be a fun concept. Elongated a bit. Actually, you know what that reminds me of? That shape looks an awful lot like the Bloody Raven, just on a slightly larger scale. Oh, and Hail Hydrate. And a stretch as well. I mean, if I were to stretch it, make it a bit longer at the front, I think, actually, yeah, if I took this bit, made it about, stretched to about here, then it would actually be almost the same sort of shape as the Bloody Raven, and just needs a sail balloon. Why do I feel like I've just come up with the concept for a small scout ship? Which is basically a smaller... Oh, that would be... That would almost make sense. You know, make this bit longer. Turn it into a scout ship. And that... You'd almost find them churning out the same shape in shipyards. And then it's almost like the Nostromo. Oh god, have I just added lore to the world? Raven, I've just added lore to the world. I've designed a towing airship. I didn't mean to add more lore. I'm not going to split it like that, because I still like the idea of all of this having one giant balloon. As if I don't add lore to the world. Well, yeah. But the concept of having context for the Nostromo in this usage. The Nostromo is a towing ship. The back... it had the huge refinery behind it, which in this instance could be this section. So we've got the Nostromo, the front towing bit, and we've got the giant bit on the back. Oh, I'm so tempted to almost actually do that. If I do that, I would have to extend this now so that I have a consistent design later into the future. No. I'm not... I don't want to do it. I don't want to. It would mean taking this apart and extending it. Because if it was going to be done, I'd need to add, say, 2 or 3 bays like this to get this to look the right length. Dang it. This is why I should never start thinking. I like it the way... I do. I love it the way it is. You're nay far off, Cosmic. It is seriously... I do like it the way it is, Shadow. I'm just thinking of in-world lore, context, and the ability to... Am I the only one who knew this? The Nostromo was a space tug? Ah. No, the Nostromo as in Aliens. The thing that Ripley was on and blew up. This is what happens when my brain starts following a train. Occasionally it just falls off the rails a bit too far. Have I taken out... Yeah, I have. That's why. There should be one of those there. And one of those there for the moment. I refuse to look at how old that film is and then think about which of my lifetimes it's part of. I should eat. I think all those times falling off of this ship have caused me to need to. Right. I forgot to do the back first. Oh well. We can solve that just by cutting our way through. Hold on. I seem to remember that this one is... No, it's this one that's over open air. Requisite, which makes it several... Hey, Blunding! How are you doing? Well, welcome to the mayhem, in which I'm about one step short of renaming this airship the Nostromo. Or at least this half of the airship. $1979, oh my word. I'm doing alright. How about yourself, Blunding? Alright, so how many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stairs. You feel slightly over the hill. Red, we're all over. Some of us, they had to invent the hill. Playing around with lights. Ooh. Playing with lights sounds fun. What's a hill? You're in the Netherlands. Brutal. Yeah. I think I need something that I've left in the other half of this ship. No. Yes. These. Alright. Oh, hold on. Ow. I'm going to take the bed with me. I might as well move the bed into the front half of the ship for the moment. Bonks the hairy White House bot. Right. I think doing this would help it look a little bit more detailed and nicer. No, that was at the bottom. It also starts us getting our detail in like a tuna. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, yes it is. Do, 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 do. I'm going to only put in one of those. I had to look up what a polder was. I mean, everybody kept learning things today. Some people learned what the Nostromo was. Alright. And I've learned all of yes, and lighting up my builds. I'm fairly sure we now no longer have any sudden and unexpected creepers down below this airship. I was just typing that. 8. At some point I need to design an engine to go in this area. Which is going to be interesting and slightly painful, I'm sure. Scar inspires with more than just their building. Yes, Scar inspires me to remember to light up my builds. Wait, what? Can't be. Goodness, it is. How the heck did that amount of time disappear? My elytra has gone down by 7 points, Cosmic. In the last hour. So I think I'm safe, unfortunately, for your I told you so moment. Yeah, I think that works. The sands of time slip through the hourglass, just like an armour stand through Scotsman's fingers. And the inevitable moment in which we all ask, where is Samantha? Right. Let us... Your cat has been quoting 200 for over an hour now. Your cat usually is early, Friyay. Let us see what all of this looks like in Pretty's mode. Ooh. Oh, that's starting to really... That I like. I really need to start sketching out what the gas bags are going to look like. I really do need to start sketching out the gas bags. But I love the way this is looking. Front is... Raven! I kind of agree with that. Cosmic! No! I don't want to rip it apart and make it longer. Even if I agree with you. The problem is, I both agree with you and disagree with you, even when you're joking. Isn't it also 2 blocks far, too far? Just size envy, best. Oh, that's the best answer yet. I'm actually having great fun with this build. It is. It's great fun building something like this. We don't do steampunk very often on this stream. And this is rapidly turning into quite a nice bit of steampunk build. And of course, we've got the happy ghasts. What we do need to work out is the tower that this is going to link into. And I found some perfect inspiration. When I bought Firmament through the Kickstarter, one thing I got was the digital art book that goes with it. The Happy Ghast harnesses look perfect for steampunk. They do, don't they? I should probably get another. I should probably get a Happy Ghast out for these pictures again, because it added to it yesterday. Let's where are we? Huffy, come on, Huffy. We're going flying. And the ghast just comes straight out the side. It's lovely. Oh, no. Actually, I might just... There we are. Huffy hanging out next to it. Happy Ghast for scale. Yep. With those goggles, I should have named them Biggles. I might have to get another one later, Fig, and call it that. And thank you, Cosmic. I'm not sure I have nailed it perfectly yet. We'll see when I actually finish it off. There's still a lot more to do. Including all of the shaping of the front section of this one. And the curves for this are going to be a nightmare. I mean, the curves for this were a nightmare. It really does look like a Romulan board. It's a Romulan board of prey. Shame you can't colour lanterns. Some port and starboard markers would add something. They really would, wouldn't they, Feg? Curves are a nightmare. That's a mood right there. Oh my. You know what I mean, Cosmic. There are different types of curves. Let's see if we can get a shot with the forest work in the background. A board of prey isn't that far. Oh, now that helps give it a bit more context when you see it with the island in the background. I like that one. Lantern and Soul Lantern. Yeah, some people like the curvy curves. Curvy curves can be very, very nice. There was a hole in the world. There's a hole in my world, dear chat, dear chat. There's a hole in my world, and I think it filled in, because I'm fairly sure I saw an update. Right. And on that note, it is time for me to declare that it is wrapping up point. And we have ended the week. Thank you to everyone for joining me. It has been great fun, as always. And really, really, I am having great fun working on both sets of builds. Both the Nether and the ones in in Jurassic World. They are really making me stretch and think quite a lot to try and actually get this to work. And that's fun. Let me have a quick look to see who we have live still. Hold on. Let's see. We've got... Oh, I haven't... When was the last person Wolf blending, Mama Melissa, Tree, Luna Cupcake, Melissa. I have not raided out to Minecraft Melly for a little bit, so let us take the SLA and the pub crawl and head over to Minecraft Melly. who is an absolutely fantastic person to hang out with, and who I got to hang out with during the Guild Rush event, and is a fantastic and lovely person to hang out with. I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. I will be back again on Monday at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now, where we will be on the Idiotic Inc. server. Take care of yourselves, have fun, and I will hopefully see you all soon. Bye-bye.